Kindly watch this video. Now, up to that point, we can agree that the friends fully supported the gentleman to bring the ball from where it dropped. Let's see what happens next. Now, you now discover that the support was not for the gentleman. The support was for him to bring the ball. After he had brought the ball, the friends had no business with him, and so they dropped him to mind his business. Let me tell you something. In life, many people will like you and support you not for who you are, but because of what they are getting from you. And such people can drop you immediately they have gotten what they wanted from you, or when they get someone who offers better than you. Don't die for people who can drop you like chewing gum after getting what they wanted from you. When you rise to the position of power, fame, and wealth, remember to maintain a heart of humility. The respect, the honor, the support, the convenience are for that position, not for you. If a traffic police officer goes to the road in civilian and begins to stop the motorists, do you think they will stop? Definitely no. Why? Because motorists stop for the crown, not for the person. When you rise to fame and stop doing what brought you there, the same people who hailed you will begin to mock you, stating how you are finished. Why? Because they followed you not because of who you are, but because of what they were getting from you. As you rise in life, there are people you'll offend just by doing the right thing. There are people you'll offend unknowingly because of the innate human weaknesses. Now, those don't matter. But if you choose to use your power and position to show people the material you are made of, then believe you me, when that position is gone, you will suffer guilt and even become paranoid. Remember, you can run away from your enemies, but you can't run away from guilt. And so also, if you use your power and position to impact lives, even if the people don't appreciate you, even if they don't reciprocate, your self-worth will be lifted. At any position you are in life, remember you're human and maintain the heart of humility. Thank you.
If not for the coming of IPOB of Radio Biafra, all of you would have lived and died in the ignorance that Ojukwu caused a war. That's what they were writing. Britain helped them to write it. Ojukwu was a rebel, a secessionist, because we had no media. That is why they're paying Facebook billions upon billions of US dollars to stop this truth from coming out. Did Ojukwu cause any war? Gowon is alive, go and ask him. Did Ojukwu cause any war? Ojukwu went and negotiated restructuring with you. In Aburi. You came back, Britain told you not to agree, because Britain realized that all the component units of Britain knows that if you go back to regionalism, you will have economic growth. The country will do very well. But Britain doesn't want it. That was why they even instigated the Nzogbu coup, so-called Nzogbu coup, saying they will bring Awolowo to become the head of state. They knew what was going to happen. They wanted to truncate the economic miracle of Dr. Michael Opp. But what I'm telling you are fast. Go and investigate for yourself. In the East, you had the fastest growing economy in the whole world, over 40% every year. In the West, Awolowo was performing his own miracle as well. Even in the North, Ahmadu Bello and Tafawa Balewa were doing very well. You had all those massive industries in the North. You even had Alamajiris that were employed in the north, meaningfully employed, gainfully employed. They were all doing very well. Britain said, no, for us to control these people, we need to impoverish them. Let us introduce this war. There was a coup by Nzogu. And after that, there was the massacre of, as usual, massacre of our people in the north. Ojukwu said, I have to secure my land and my people. They said, no, let's go to ụfọdụ nọ n'ụzọ ije ha anaghị alọta ụlọ ọzọ nne na nna wee na-ata ahụhụ wee na-ata ikikere eze nwaanyị konye ka ọ gaa ubi gaa rụọ ọrụ Fulani chiri ehi bata ebe ala gị niile n'iyi okwu ebepụ ya isi anyị bụ ka anyị kpọkụ onye nwe anyị n'ugwu Awụsa ahụ ejide anyị wee gbuo ihe ọbụla anyị mara aka n'ime ha sị na ka ha gaa n'ihu elekwa ọdụ ụgbọ mmiri n'igwe ọcha bụ ememiri ọya nke dị na Kalaba otu aka ahụ anyị na-ala nsọ ebe Biafra bụ ndị kọstọm sokwenye anyị n'etiti anyị anọghị n'ime mmiri kama kọstọm juru ebe niile ha wee na-ata anyị ahụhụ anyị kwuo kwesịpụta anyị ka kpọchie anyị kwuo kwesịpụta anyị ka gbagbuo anyị onye nwe anyị na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe ọ bụ ụzọ dị anya ka isi wee hụ ndị iro anyị n'anya wee karịa ndị nke gị akwa anyị bụ ụmụ Chineke akwa ọba aha anyị ka anyị na-aza akwa ọba anyị na-aza Ikechukwu akwa ọba anyị na-aza amara Chineke akwa ọba anyị na-aza Chisom akwa ọba anyị na-aza Chizoba nna nke dị nsọ onye ime eluigwe dịka otu onye obi na anyị bụ ụmụ gị bịa ka iwe zọpụta anyị bịa ka iwe napụta anyị n'aka ọjọọ ihe bịa ka iwe lụọrọ anyị ọgụ bịa ka iwe tituo ozu ọ bụ ọkọwa mgbe emilere Goliath Chineke nna nke igwe ruo ememire Fero sikwa otu a mee ka Fero bụ ọgụzọ n'ihu ụmụ ndị IPOB ka o wee taa akọpụ iguni ọtọ ọzọ ị ga na-edu anyị n'ụzọ niile nke ezi omume ọ bụla adịghị na anyị na-aga ndagwurugwu onyinye ọnwụ ọ bụghị nwa bụ ekerela igwe n'ụwa onye ọbụla kere gị nweghị mmalite nweghị ọgwụgwụ kama anyị onwe anyị bụ anọkwa ahụ ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ n'ezie kama marakwa na okwu gị na-anọgide gị ego mgbe ebighị ebi ọ bụ ya mere anyị ji were gị n'anya isi anyị wee na-asị nna nke dị nsọ bịa ka igwe egosi anyị Biafra na ndụ na-abụghị n'ọnwụ bịa ka igwe mee ka ebe gị na amara gị wee kpuchiri anyị ka uwe bịa ka igwe zọpụta ndị nke gị bịa ka igwe mee ka Biafra wee bịa ka anyị na-ewetụta na nsọpụrụ na ịja mma site n'aha gị onye bụ Chineke abịa ma
Good evening, fellow Biafrans all over the world. I welcome you to this evening program coming to you from Western Cape, South Africa. As you are joining us this evening, I want you to invite your friends. I want you to share this program. Like the program, share the program. I welcome you all, lovers of freedom, all over the world. No matter where you are, no matter who you are. I say to you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you. Depends where you are viewing us from. Without taking much of your time, my name is Mazi Onyebuchi. I am the host of this program. I am Western Cape IPOB Media host. By the grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama, I am the Parklands Unit Coordinator here in Western Cape, South Africa. I am bringing you greetings from Western Cape, where the hard cause dwells. Without taking much of your time, we have a guest in the house. And I would like him to do the job of introducing himself to Biafra. So Mazi, welcome. Please, can you introduce yourself?
Thank you so much, Comrade Frank Onyebuchi. Thank you for inviting me once again. My name is Philip Okeke, IPOB Peru Unit Secretary and Treasurer. Thank you so much for bringing me back to this program today. The last time was on Sunday. I was supposed to be here, but I was very busy. But now I am here so that we can discuss and talk about how our dear nation, Biafra, will be actualized. All hail Biafra. Comrades, can you unmute yourself?
Sorry, Mazi, you are welcome once again. Thank you. It's always a pleasure to see you in this program. Fellow Biafrans all over the world, lovers of freedom, I welcome you once again. As I said before, please, if you are joining this program, kindly share and like. The reason why you should do that so that other people may join us. This is IPOB Western Cape Media, saying it the way it is. In this platform, we say it exactly the way it is. We are not here for jokes. We are not here for drama. We are not here to cover anybody. We say things exactly the way it is. That is the job that we are doing here. So you should not be surprised if we are not attracting traffic. People don't like it when you are not adding drama and other things, when you are not gossiping. You know, there is a video I wanted to play, video of our leader when he was talking about how Igbo men love to gossip. You know, they love gossip more than anything in this world. So any platform that you are not gossip, you don't gossip, any platform that you don't engage in frivolous propagandas and dramas, it's going to be difficult for you to attract traffic. But in this program, we are not here to do that. We are here to say it the way it is, without favor to anybody, without fear. We are fearless before our enemies. This is IPOB Western Cape. This is where hardcores are found in this family. If you're looking for hardcores, look towards this direction. Everybody you see in this screen right now, that person is ready to die for the cause of the restoration of Biafra. We are not here to betray. We are holding the door. We are holding the guard for Onyenduma Nnamdi Kanu. And anything that will move this struggle and draw our dear nation closer to us, we are into it. That is why we are here this evening. My guest does not have much time to spare this evening. I have some things that I wanted us to discuss, but he already told me that he has a very limited time to join us in this program. And as you already know, he's always a part and parcel of this platform. He will come back again when you have ample time to do what we have to do. But as it is right now, we are going to minimize the time so that he can say one or two things to us before he exits the program. But when he do that, I am going to continue. Yes, Franco Mazion Ebuchi, I am always here for you. Thank you, Biafrans. Mazi, you know, in the past, in fact, things are beginning to happen in this, both in the struggle and outside the struggle, both in Biafra land. So many players are joining in. So many things are happening. The prophecies of our dear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been coming to pass every day. Remember, he said they are coming. They will rape us. They will kill us. They will maim us. They will do everything, and it is happening. There is this video that is going on, is going viral now. The video is talk of the town. I know you must have come across the video. I have discussed it on my previous program, but in fact, there are things, it cannot be enough. You can't talk, you can't discuss it and get satisfied, because abomination is happening in our land. So I want to play this video without taking much of your time, so that you have enough time to talk about it. Even if it's the only thing you talk about before you leave this program, I'll be happy, because I am boiling. I'm not happy. I want to stretch this discussion. I want to gain more insights into it, because it is painful. So let's go.
Ọbịanụ ji onye ebe ụmụ amaozu na ọkụzụ ịma ndị ji gị mege gịnị ụmụ ndị Hausa mmadụ na-abụ kidnapụ gị dowe gị n'ụlọ
So, no one na say na ba no man lebe ba go ten ndi ba gi mulli ba go ten li na ebe ozo ba gi mulli ke shia man na mo tani ba neme
Okay.
li sen li abu ba ke ya fumana
And they usually.
ba yuzu ba di me jambo a first one di me ba ele mo bu nje ni mo be na mo le bo bu ke bu an ka tanu ba mesem kan ke bu an ba mesinya bu kwan je kwan na that house.
Yes.
No. Le likashia mana. Bupale mo ya fatazu. Ncho li ba gote ba je gote ndi outside. Butele mo that ni.
Techeganya.
Keshpan waka no ko.
Hala bagoto.
Bana ba moto.
Ane metu gaka.
Bana metu ma.
Hala ba.
Bana ba.
So isi ane metu ga mecha to gi me. Ke kwa ni ma yede.
Ori adi me.
Nkisi kwan.
Nka bo fula nya nke du nje di mo bia.
Je go. Isi na ye go.
Aye mo go tin dap.
Nwa pata. Ke kwa ni gundo de nwa. Obi etu. Uno to ya ni mo ofia.
Ba du nje ni mo bia.
We je topo de nwa. Isi no ndi asa bi no na. Madu na abo. Kidnap oge. Ebe anyị nọkịta na Iftedun. Ebe ị nọkịta Iftedun. I want this special squad. Complain you with a na. Enwe ka isi agagharị. We wanted the information. We know na nwaanyị a onye ọkụzụ. So anyị nweta gị ya need. Isi na ndị ọsọ mmadụ na-abụ. Kidnap oge. Debe gị n'ụlọ a. Efu akwụ ya ma ha. Okay. Thank you. Una don't kidnap him for 3 months, for 6 months. But una they say na 3 months una kidnap him. How many months una kidnap him? Na 3 months. Na 3 months una kidnap him. But woman say na 6 months. Are you sure say na 2 of una give am belle?
Na 2 of them.
Na 2 of una give am belle? Are you sure?
Na true.
You know they lie for us.
I go tell you lie. Don't you ask me.
Na truth they tell us.
I no go tell you lie.
Who are you here now?
BG.
BG. From where? From Iftedun. Special squad Iftedun. And Oyi combined team. Special strike force Oyi. No be them owe you. Shebi what they tell us now the truth. You know the lie for us.
If you go take the girl, then they go come.
I go see and say give am belle. Now, if you confirm say the girl say na 6 months na kidnap am, you they say na 3 months.
No,
what you go do you?
Anything what you want. Anything what you want.
Are you from where?
Niger.
Niger. What is your name? Adamu from Niger. You unko?
Ahmed.
From where?
Niger.
From Niger Republic. So as you know me.
Well.
You know me well. So you go feel like for me.
I know the lie.
So this thing where they tell me now truth.
If you are talk lie for you go.
Now truth they tell me. Say na 3 months.
Na 3 months.
No be 6 months na kidnap am. So now, if I confirm say na 6 months, what thing I go do you?
Anything what you like.
Anything why I like make I do you. Anything why I like make I do
I no
you.
go tell you lie.
Shebi get wife. You can't go Niger go keep am. You unko?
I go what?
You get wife. You there for Niger. What you na do they good? What you na do go they good?
No good.
You know good. What you do they good? You know good. So you be my brother. You know if you do you bad. Anybody beat you here? Anybody beat you here? Anybody beat you? Who collect any money from your hand? Shall we want make everything there okay? Una want make everything settle. Una go do them again? Una go do them again?
No.
Una go do them again? Are you sure?
I swear.
Okay.
Comrades. Even the men are the first time for that video, I was very angry. I was asking myself, who did we offend? That is the question. So this sense of in my head now, the thing, the devil, our people still thinks that they have leaders, still think that they have politicians. Where they have no politicians, they've got nothing. But they still base their mind that they have something. If Rajujana do the Fulani man repuru, why? Are you sure it's not 6 months? No, it's not 6 months, it's 3 months. So if it's 3 months, it's not a sin. ime obro ihe ọjọọ ka ime no 3 months. So obrozie na 6 months ka ga-eti gị ihe. See how we are messing ourselves around. See how we are messing ourselves around. So these people now, njidere di Fulani a, akpọrọ ha security, ndị security and the governors institute. Fine. This is to tell we Biafrans that the security that the so-called governors, the so-called Igbo leaders formed was to protect the Fulani interest, not to protect the people of Biafrans. And actually, it was to fight IPOB and ESN. Obru no Igbo mere ụdị ihe a n'ala Igbo. Ịkara efu ọbara n'isi ya. You will have seen blood all over his body. You will have seen mark of beating, signs of beating.
If not for the coming of IPOB of Radio
but see how we are doing. We have been so cowed, so cowarded that somebody bear our land, committed heinous crime. That even for me, that video is not even supposed to be existing, because what we're supposed to do to that person, he's not supposed to even be coming to talk, to confess what he did. Because what he did has been known already. Because Bible said through the revelation of 2 or 3, the truth is upholded. The truth is known. So this video is a typical example of bad leadership in Biafra land. See. And comrade, when you our platform, it was a very, very nice discussion in Hebrew. Now. What give me? Tomorrow, if that person is fighting for the Fulani interest tomorrow, people will be asking questions. We have been compromised in so many ways. All these people when you kill Biafrans, Igbo people, their blood, they don't talk. Sometimes we should question their bloodlines. This is how most of them was made in the farms. When they grow up, you don't know their history anymore. You don't know how they came to be. They assimilate into the society. And they'll start supporting Fulanis. They will kill their own people for Fulanis. This is how they got their mother pregnant. Our leader has said it before that when Biafra comes, that I don't know whether he's joking or not, that when Biafra comes, that there will be a compulsory DNA test. I think there should be a compulsory DNA test. Because what we are seeing in Biafra land today is not something ordinary. Because nature abhors vacuum. Every society, they said blood is thicker than water. You always defend your blood. That is what the politicians are doing. Most of them, they are defending their blood. They are defending the Fulanis because that is their blood. They are just answering Ikechuku. They are just answering Igbo names. They are not really Igbo. If they doubt me, let them go and do DNA tomorrow. You will see that not even their mother, their father is not Igbos. So, as we are suffering from the tragedy that Biafra land has become, the tragedy that the so-called leadership has become, let us also know that we do not have leadership, that the only thing that can save us is Biafra, the coming of Biafra. The security men that was imposed on you people, the parallel security men that was imposed on Biafrans, the Biafran people must know that those people are not really for your interest. As you can see on the video, it is very clear as the day, that the security men that are supposed to protect you are even calling the Fulanis their brothers. We are not brothers to Fulanis. We can be brother close to Yoruba people, but we are not brothers of the Fulanis. We are not brother of any Hausa man. We are not. We are not a Fulani man is not my brother. An Hausa man is not my brother. We don't have anything in common. Culturally, in terms of culture, religion, socio-economic, tradition, we are not compatible. We got nothing to do with them. And see how they are messing themselves around. Today, it is this woman. Tomorrow, it might be your sister or your mother. That is the question you should ask yourself today. If it's me, how will I feel? It's not you today. Doesn't mean it will not be you tomorrow. So all these things, all these stories we hear that happens, we see on videos that happen in Biafra land, sometimes it keeps me awake at night. Fulanis from Niger Republic. Do they have a passport? No. Do they have visa? No. And our leader has warned us that the Fulanis in our land don't mean anything good for us. And the security, according to the video, those security men, they ask him question. Do you know me? Yes, we know you. I know you too. That means they know the Fulanis are staying there, and they decide to ignore them. Let them do what they want. I would say if it's in a sane society, if you have to take those people to court, I think those security men should be taken to court and sent to prison as well, because they aided the rape indirectly. If it's where jungle justice exists, I think those security men need to be shot also, or beheaded if need be, because they have, well, I would say they have done a very, very good disservice to the people they are supposed to protect. In security, in general security, there is something they do in security people. Like, even though you don't want to chase the Fulanis away from your land, you flag them. There's what's called flagging. Flagging means they will send somebody to be monitoring all their activities. They are, even if need be, the implementation, use of technology to track their phones, to listen to their voice messages, voice calls, so that they will be able to know their agenda in our land. But they don't do it because their job was not to protect the people of Biafra land. The security force of vigilante was actually formed for 2 or 3 things: to kill IPOB, kill ESN, to be like the eyes and ears of the Fulanis in Biafra land. Because where the Nigerian police and army cannot enter, they use the vigilantes to go and sniff. They are like a sniffing dog to know where ESN is located, how ESN is recruited, whether we are moving weapons around, general security settings. That is what they are using them for in our land. It's not really to protect us. So I will urge IPOB to know that those security people are our enemies. As we are targeting the Nigerian army, the Nigerian police, all Nigerian security apparatus, we must also put them on our list of wanted people, because they are not doing anything good for our society. Thank you so much, Comrade Frank.
Mazinde, no, you're welcome. You spoke very, very well. You know, that interview was one of the, in fact, the worst thing I want to hear is that Vigilante's voice. When he was asking the man, you go do him again? You go do him again? That is the height of it. In fact, you know what? Actually, the vigilante in Igbo land and the Fulanis are in one mission.
Totally.
Yeah. Because now the same people.
Yes.
Look at what is happening now. Because of the sit at home that is going on in Biafra land. You saw that Ifan Oba flooded the streets with men underarms. What is their mission? To make sure that the sit at home did not hold. Now, that energy, when it comes to Fulani, you won't see it. All of them will hide inside their shell. They will only make sure that Fulanis have a safe passage into our land. That is the mission, to shield and to defend the Fulanis. Whether the Fulanis are from Niger Republic, you can see someone came all the way from Niger Republic into Igbo land. He left Makodi. I mean, he left Zamfara. He left Katsina. He left Sokoto. He left Mena.
To come and rape. Take hostage.
He left all this and he drove over 1,000 kilometers into Igbo land to come and settle. Where the people that does not speak the same language with him, does not have the same culture with him, does not have the same religion with him, does not have the same food with him, nothing connects them. He left his brother to that place to stay. Something official. Now, why did I make that comment that the Fulanis and the Vigilantes are in one mission? Now, watch this video and listen. The reason why I made the comment, so that you know we have a lot, but just look at it. I don't want to go into playing the people that Ifan Oba assembled, because the video is quite long. Maybe next time when you come appear in the program, we're going to look into it extensively. But at this moment, let's just listen to this video. So you know that the Fulanis and the Vigilantes are in the same mission, doing the same thing, and under the same command. Under the same command. To come and violate our people, dehumanize our people, rape them, kill them, and destroy everything that makes them human. Now listen to this guy.
Akwaka egenti agba touch afuzo. Igwe kene munu. Aka bo tumoye na-ekwu. Ana masi nko echi nyazela otumoye TV, otumoye mu akwana na akpala otanjele. Anuki ikwu so, otu bahu bansa representing otu nkwo na ife niile dị anime. Ebe anyị nọ tata bụ n'ojo oto. Ebe alụkwọ nwa me. Ebe a young man ekeke na agbolo onwe mbo, a boy of 25 years na agba mbọ jesizila ọlụ ọ natarazi ọ bụ na egbugi ebulu keke. Eweje make entry na police station. Through the help of tracker na the keke, ewe megide, we bụ na onye bu di keke bụ onye vigilante ndị ojo oto. Ewe jide isi aka dozi enwe keke, ebe ku ndebele enwe keke. Ochi na obodo nyawa bute elia, na onye bụ isi afọ we kwaba okpunya isi sekpọ ntị na abịa ife niile bụ commander ndị vigilante ojo oto. Ewe je jide ya bụ onye jụbazi afafa sị na fe egbugo the boy tụya na mbili John na ojo oto. kiligodo wickedness onye Igbo na-egosi ibie nke abụzikwa Yoruba ma Hausa na-eme anyị a sị na ofu ka Yoruba na Hausa mere anyị ili ka anyị mere ọnwa anyị ka abụzikwa Boko Haram iwe ni obi wee gbuo nwanne wee tụnye na mmiri maka keke biko na m ekwu ya na-ekwu onye ọbụla mụrụ anya dịka azụ ịdị galagala dịka ndulu ideze anyị bụ onye ọbụla mụrụ anya ndị keke ọ bụrụ ebe ọbụla a sị chata izuzulu jeba ndị mana keke dị ọfụ ichekwe time.
Yeah, comrade.
I don't want to. Now, listen, you see. Tell me, what is different between. Oh, go on, say something about it.
Bazi, we have known this thing before now. I am going here before now. If you watch the time frame ESN was inaugurated, and the time frame all these criminals we have governors, the time frame they started discussing about flaunting security outfit, that I knew their mission. This is their mission here. And that keke most probably after Abachare had a reshi on the Fulani, had a pond the Fulani also, a Goria, Habunaya not. The same way she ages Okada for a very long time. On the buy, they do it. The reshi only Fulani or outside, they take it to the north. Able get disappear forever. After all, almost 19 to 20% of Motoni Nanaya and Akano, Kaduna, Katsina, Zaria is stolen from the south. It's proven. So I agree with you completely. It's Nandi Fulani Nandi security in Aurora. I agree with you. But the sad thing that the people that don't know what is happening, they will keep wallowing in ignorance, and these people will keep messing their lives up. Watch our security. Because there's no job in the land. So the only thing all these governors who are in London, na US, the only thing they can able to give to the people is to give them 50 or 30,000 a month being upon action. Only when Umaka 5-4. Okay, what will 30,000 do for him? A graduate, a being upon action, yeah, 30,000-40,000 a month. So a lot of things that is happening in our land, there is a lot of factors that are causing it. A lot of factors. One, our society is morally decadent, that we can take anything for a yes, we can take anything. So those people, all these are politicians, they wanted it to be so. Because if you need a afọ, ị ga na-abara ha mba na-abashi ha ike na-abasiri ha mba ike. But ọ bụ na agụ na-agụ gị, a humble man is always very humble. The same playlist in the Fulani you use or not is the same playlist they are bringing to the south. Impoverish them. When you impoverish them, you can mold them to anything you want. That is what is happening in our land. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because the same time frame is the same time frame ESN was inaugurated. They are looking for something to counter ESN. So they flaunt their security outfit. And I'm very, very sad that the IPOB leadership that is supposed to know better are even supporting the killer Nigerian government to stop the sit at home that was instituted, because they are not the one that instituted it. You can see. They are even ready to take a military, their enemy, to go and point at somebody's house because he's not fighting for freedom the way he wants them to be fighting for freedom. You see? So a lot of things has gone wrong. And our people also, through ignorance and hunger, they really don't care anymore. They don't care anymore. They are ready to sell them. So that we know the price of everything, but we know the value of nothing. We can bend over for now. Our people back home can bend over for anything as long as it puts food on their table, which is very, very wrong as a society. As a society, you must draw a line. Here, you must not cross. If we don't do it, anybody that pass us will pass us and put on our heads and nothing will happen. So we are very, very morally bankrupt because our people are hungry. So, comrade, that is how it is. And the only solution to this is that let our leader come out. If our leader comes out, you will see a lot of changes. And most of the time also, it's not only hunger though. Sometimes it is bad leadership. Because some people are hungry, not only physically, they are not only food, but they are hungry for spiritual upliftment. If you see things happening now, when our leader was outside, it doesn't happen. If our leader comes out and speak, everybody hear. People are looking for someone they can look up to. Our leader is not only our leader, IPOB leader, he's a spiritual leader of Biafrans. When he talks, it gets into our
Do
soul.
you remember that there was nothing like autopilot?
Hello, comrade. Even if some people want to do something bad, that time you remember, if our leader speaks, even if they want to steal the money, they want to go and rob somebody to feed, if our leader speaks, they don't do it. So our society is yearning for leadership. And when good leader comes back, like our leader Marin Nnamdi Kanu, I'm sure 80 to 90% of all these shenanigans happening, all this problem we are facing today in Biafra land will be solved. That is all I have to say, comrade.
You're welcome. Maz, you know that this video, this man was just saying something. Okay, I want to replay the video again.
Akwaka against agba touch afuzo. Igwe kene munu. Oka bo tumoye na-ekwu. Ana masị nke echi nyazela otumoye TV, otumoye mwa kwana na akpala ọtanjele. Anu ki ikwu ụsọ, otu bahu bansa representing otu nkwa na ife niile dị ya n'ime. Ebe anyị nọ tata bụ n'ojo oto. Ebe alụkwọ nwa mee. Ebe a young man onye keke na-agbala onwe mbọ, a boy of 25 years na-agba mbọ jesizila ọlụ ọ natarozi ọ bụ na egbugi ebulu keke. Ewe jeme eke entry na police station. Through the help of tracker dị na the keke, ewe megide, wee bụ na onye bụ the keke bụ onye vigilante ndị ojo oto. Ewe jide isi aka dozie enwe keke, ebe kundebele enwe keke. Ọsị na ọbọdụ nyanwa bute elia na onye bụ isi afọ wee kwaba okpu nya isi sekpụ ntị na abịa ife niile bụ kọmanda ndị vigilante ojo oto. Ewe je jide ya bụ onye jụbazi afafa sị na afọ egbugo the boy tụọ ya na mmili John na ojo oto. Kiligodo wickedness onye Igbo na-egosi ibie. Nke abụzikwa Yoruba ma Hausa na-eme anyị. A sị na ofu ka Yoruba na Hausa mere anyị ili ka anyị mere ọnwa anyị. Ka abụzikwa Boko Haram iwe ni obi wee gbuo nwanne wee tụọ ya na mmili maka keke. Biko na arụm ekwu ya na-ekwu onye ọbụla mụrụ ya dịka azụ ya dịgalagala dịka
Yeah. You see, you know the reason these things are happening. One of the reasons these things are happening is to dent IPOB, the agitators. If you watch very, very clearly, you will understand that the criminality, everything skyrocketed immediately ESN was inaugurated. They saw an opportunity to try to demonize the agitators, so that if anything happens, they will point into the agitators. But they didn't know that Chukwuokike Abiyama, I said, if you take this program, I said, Biafra is a spirit. You will be doing something unknown to you. You are opening your cover. Just like what is happening in IPOB leadership today, if I should use that word, because that's not like IPOB leadership. We have only one leader, which is Mazam Khan. But look at what is happening in IPOB today through those people that were supposed to protect, defend the cause of this struggle. They are the one destroying things. If there is time, if you have the time, I would have, but I know you will return again because the time you gave me is almost up. But when you look at it, these people are using this opportunity to perpetrate evil in our land because their mission is to do it and hang it on the neck of IPOB.
Thank you so much. You came from a different angle now, which is very important. That is one of the main reasons why it was instituted, to dent IPOB's image. You remember there was a protest, there was a sit at home that happened. There was a video of a sit at home that they were destroying with somebody's car in the market, destroying a lot of things. People blame it on Simon Ekpa. Do you think it's Simon Ekpa that did it? No, it's not. Killing of pregnant women in market because of sit at home. Do you think it's them? No. Because politicians always know that never allow a good crisis to go to waste. That is their tactics. Never allow a good crisis to go to waste. They will always use it to prove their point, to dent images, to put doubt in people's mind. So even in that video, you will see all these market women. They're saying, Biafra. You understand? That is what they are trying to do with those criminality. That is exactly what they are doing. And unfortunately, through the weak leadership we have, they are very, very successful. Because if something like that happened in the market, the IPOB leadership we say is Simon Ekpa. Nigeria government will say is IPOB or is Simon Ekpa. Then they got what they want. And they will put those things in people's mind because this Biafra struggle is a battle for the hearts and minds of people. To winning people over to your side. That is the battle we are fighting. Because if I win you to my side, even if I keep a gun, bullet, weapons in your house, you will not go and tell the enemies. Even if some fighters are hiding under your bed, you will not go and report them. That is what they want to destroy. Because for a struggle to be successful, you must win the heart and mind of people. And with all these things they are planting, these security outfits, they go and commit crimes. All those security outfits are the ones that when they call for sit at home, they are the one that removes their clothes, take off their guns, they give them police AK-47, they go and start destroying people's property. For me, I don't believe it's Simon Ekpa or any real ESN member, whether on the side of Simon Ekpa or on the side of the DOS. I don't believe till today that they are the one committing those mayhems. They are not. You can remember that even in protests, they plant people to go and start destroying things. It happened in America. You can see on January 6th, there was FBI among the people that went into the Capitol Hills to frame Donald Trump. They are the one that is telling the people, storm the Capitol Hill. Let us storm the Capitol Hills. So if I get angry if the leadership that is supposed to be protecting this movement accuse another person that is fighting for Biafra because of some things that goes wrong, is that in Monday sit at home or in protest? Because your enemy always take advantage of sit at home or protest, and because of that we can't stop doing it. We can't stop protesting. We can't stop sitting at home because they want to take they will subvert it and use it in another way. So all these security men outfits you see in Biafra land that sprung up is to subvert, to destroy, to do all manner of things, all manner of killings, robbery, kidnapping, and blame it on ESN. So that is what we are suffering from today. So we have to be very, very tactical in our approach so that those mistakes will not cost us a lot of things. Thank you, comrade.
You know, when you were talking about the roles of the GOS in the struggle these days, my brother, everything that has to do with against it, and they are not working against it behind the closed doors. They come out to the open and work against it. If you look at what happened in South Africa, some people are in court today because they want to protest in Pretoria at UN House for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. That is the only crime they committed. And they were taken to court. Who took them to court? GOS. Chike Doziem, Tina Sanworu, Etoni Zurumike, and their cohort. They use their stooge, Ogechukwuisu, to take these people to court. Secondly, the protest, the sit at home, every Monday sit at home going on in Biafra land, they have done everything possible within their power to stop it. They have talked down about it. They have criminalized it. They have said several things. They have mocked people. They have asked them, since 2 years you are sitting at home, has Master can be released? Ifeanyi Ubah made the same comment the other day, yesterday or day before yesterday. The same comment Chinas and Wori is making. The same comment all of them are making. When you ask them, what are you doing? They will tell you that they are underground. So the current sit at home going on now, even when the people who brought the sit at home, who put this at home, said that is for the release of Nnamdi Kanu and the referendum of Biafra, they were kicking against it. They didn't even want to know the motive. They don't want to know whether it's good or wrong. They don't care. As long as you mention Nnamdi Kanu's release, they are going to fight tooth and nail to say that they criminalize it, stop it, or they cause confusion. But you know why? You know one thing? They keep failing because they will come and bring pictures, videos for you, tell you that people does not comply. That is a lie. Because as I am here, in my town, there is supposed to be free medical outreach. That's supposed to come hold, I think, tomorrow on the 5th. Yeah, tomorrow. They're supposed to hold it in my community on on the 5th of this month. They are coming from all the way from Oka. They postponed it to next week Friday because of the sit at home. So there is, so many vital things were suspended because of this. That means it's working. And don't mind them when they tell you it's affecting which economy? Do we have economy before?
Economy of tomato and onions.
Do we? If it is to if we're going to give if it's to give everything we have for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, why wouldn't we do it? Why? If it is between lose everything you have and get Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and keep everything you have and lose Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which one are we supposed to go for? We take Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for 10,000 times. So don't come and tell us the bullshit, telling us that the sit at home is crippling the South. We doesn't have anything. Every man in Igbo land is on his own. Nobody is getting anything from the government. So who cares about government profit and loss? They should lose everything for all I care. Oh, they make money. We didn't know all this while they make money in billions every week. I mean every day. So where is that billions going to? So these things is pure. They're only trying to sabotage us. They didn't know and they forgot that every nation of this world have their own history behind their freedom. Price was paid.
Price was paid. And everywhere you are, you'll be paying your price. No price is greater than the other. As we are financially paying our price, we're going for protests and stuff. Those people back home also should be paying the price in one way or the other. If it's to leave their businesses for 1 or 2 days, so be it. And which economy are we talking about? Economy where there is no electricity. I was speaking to my wife recently, about last week. I told him that, do you know that we are subsidizing the Fulani laziness in Nigeria? Do you know that? That is what we are doing. Oh, I want to give you an example. My wife Nabieva, she bought $755 for $1. $755. If you open each email online transaction with the Nigerian bank ATM card, they will charge you for that online transaction. Overall in dollars, they will charge you about $465 or $435. And I want to ask you a question: who has access to dollars in Nigeria? The Fulanis. They go straight to the central bank. They buy it for $435. They sell it for $755. Imagine. Oh, I na tacha afufu na ata. How are they really? Because whether you like it or not, it is Biafra that travels. And you must go to the Fulanis and buy the dollar. Because the government of the Fulanis have made it to be them that will be selling it. If you are Igbo man, go to Central Bank to collect dollar, they will not give you. They've made it to be their business, which they don't even pay tax. So I want to tell them, which economy are you talking about? Economy ibi mecha iwere go gikpoye ndi Fulani. Umaka ha na import Italian cars from Italy, flight straight to Kaduna, to Kano. Let us forget about those things. Nigeria got let everything burn down. Because if it doesn't burn, we will not rebuild it. So let it destroy. That they are very lucky that I'm not in position of leadership in Nigeria, in position of leadership in IPOB. I'm telling you, no bridge will be standing in Biafra, in the whole of Biafra land. About him, everything. Make sure that we crumble the whole infrastructure in our region. We'll make it so that they will not be interested in our region anymore. How can you our freedom to go? I bid from Benin, from Delta, everywhere, every bridge, every federal secretariat, every dam, every federal school, and up to your bomb. We'll make a you don't want to give us Biafra. We will turn Biafra land to a desert for you. Our people, no, but everybody is not going to die. We will make it that they will lose interest in it. Our people will still be farming there, be feeding. At least be feeding themselves until Biafra comes. Then we can be able to rebuild everything. So there is always a price for freedom. And our people, they prefer to have fun than get their freedom. Because what? They don't know how sweet freedom is. They have never tasted freedom. They don't know how sweet it is. They thought Nigeria according to Wadine. That was what they thought. They thought if you don't they thought in South Africa that if you don't give a policeman 20 naira, he will shoot you. That is the mentality. That was what I thought until I came to this country. That is why our leader said that if everybody in Nigeria travel abroad and spend 1 month and come back, that there will be a revolution in Nigeria. He said, our leader said it. Then when you travel and come back, then your eyes will be open. Then you will know you are living in a mess. That time you can't even talk about economy. Economy ebe na ugota. Ebe na ugota. Ina arahora generator men nanti. Onye about economy. Everybody looks sick there. Is that economy you're talking about? Comrade, in the I know South Africa eba. Yes, people na go here. People na gonna buy more than here, like in terms of individual. But you will see that in this country, though people depend on salary more, employment more in this country, though they are not up to our standard in terms of financial level. But if they are more healthy, they look more healthy, their skin look more clean, they look more big, shiny. But watch yana buy if we I think no ya run 100 or the koye na etenku. Is that economy you're talking about? My gota, my ishi gota, my dry you up. Before 65, 55 years or 4 years, no healthcare, nothing. Is that the economy they are talking about? So our comrade, what we need is a change of mind on our people, a change of mindset. For our people to change that mindset of economy, because there is no economy that is worth more than your freedom. That is what we must know. There is no economy. Okay, now. About 3 weeks ago, Tinubu devalued naira. Or do you hear about it? He devalued the naira. That was what made this South African man to be the richest man in Africa. Because of what? Dangote did not lose his business. His company is not born. Nothing happened. He did not gamble and lose. The only thing that made him poor, he lost 20 billion naira, was only exchange rate was changed. Source of exchange rate. He become the second in the whole of Africa. So that is why even our people now struggle every day to buy market. Oh, onye ga-ego chafia for $465. Ngwa afia ya agwụ ya na dollar bụzi 755. He won't even be able to afford one container ogoro before. Recha, he won't be able to afford it again to come and put in his shop. He won't be able to afford it. Because why? Exchange rate. Dollar bagogo. So let our people leave that idea of economy, because we don't have any economy. Because we don't even have a steady currency. We don't. The economy will continue making us poor. It will continue making you struggling, making you working hard, and very soon, BP abag. You die. And that economy, that your shop will still go down, run down. Our people must prioritize freedom. That is the essence of this. I don't want to gossip about Fulanis and security people. Okay, is what here but as long as the security men have allowed them to go, they have gone. One day, but the main topic of the day should be our people must forget about economy, because we don't have any. The only thing we have at our hands now is freedom, and freedom we must get. All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra. Mazi, you said a lot, but anybody that is looking for freedom, I don't about the same time. If you are looking for freedom, you face it. If you are looking for economy, you face it. You can't hold the two, both sides. No. So if our leader, if our people actually need freedom, they should do the needful. Let's talk about the talk of this, my house in Lagos, my house in Abuja, my house in this place, no. Those things, after all, there are Ojukwu's father was. You want to say something?
Yeah, I want to say something. If now this South Africa in on here now, that is why I respect Zulu people. Though what they do to migrants, I want the drama and the drama. But I still respect the Zulus, the Xhosas, for one thing. They are the ones that can fight for freedom. When I fight for the freedom over there, I see that they will make sure they destroy every South Africa infrastructure, from bridge to dam to power line to mall, everything. They will make sure they crumble it. Does it mean there was no rich men in South Africa then? No. There were rich men, like in this present president now. Their family they are very big rich men when they were fighting for this country. The job that brought white people to their knees. About economy. I can say, shut up. When we get our freedom, we talk about economy. I wanted freedom, huh? They got their freedom. Then things started moving. 1,000 millionaires then when they got their freedom, they become 1 million. You will even enjoy your economy more when you fight and get what you want. You can't worship two gods. You must like one and hate one. And the people have spoken. This is not a choice you make now, Biafrans. The people have spoken. No, that will make me. I will deny my children freedom. No, because even this freedom I now fight it today, we are not the one to enjoy it anymore. Most of us are 40 years, 50 years. No, it is for our children, so that they will be able to go back home
And the standard of the things they saw in this country, they can be able to see it there. Because if they don't see it there, it will be difficult for them to stay. So why are you talking about economy? The economy, those economy in the now, most of those economy, you can't even live it. It's not even something that is worth living for your children. It's not worth living for your children. But freedom is worth fighting for. When you fight for this, you get it, you hand it over to the next generation. Freedom is worth handing over to the second, third, fourth, 10th generation. It's a forever thing. It's not what can crumble. In a motor pass, motor ne use fuel. In a motor pass. In the next 5 years now, motor pass amana gazia here. Your motor pass because ana using electric cars now. So how can you hand over such economy business to your children? Like things are evolving. Oh, when a motor machine pass nenugu, I can machine pass nenugu ta. Why can't you leave machine pass for your children? We are talking about freedom. You are talking about about economy. But sometimes our people, I thought we are supposed to be wiser enough, but sometimes our people fool some things. You will be wondering, is this really our people? But I thank our leader. I really thank our leader that he started from somewhere and he was able to get to this level now. That me and you, are able to stand here today to talk about our freedom, because sometimes we don't even know what freedom is until our leader introduces it to us. So this light, we must not allow it to die in our hands. When we got it from our leader, we hold it, we take care of it, we guard it jealously, and we hand it over to the next generation. But we want to have it with us until we get what we want. Then we hand it over to the next generation. Because the kind of education the Nigerian people are feeding our people, if you feed this kind of education to the next generation, you will see the next generation won't even be interested in fighting for freedom. They will be so weak, so scared to fight for freedom. And I still tell people that this, if we will get this freedom, it is this generation. Because if we pass it to the next generation, it will be very, very difficult for them to get this freedom. Mazeta Gohamnon, all hail Biafra.
And there, Omar, I want to make this platform as educative as possible, so that even if it's one person listening, he will learn something. It is better for me to have one viewer who will go out with something in his brain than having 10 morons. When I will be speaking rubbish, they will be urging me, go on, Mars, go on, Mars. No. There is something I want to touch, because there is this comment to make. But this thing I want to say now is so big. It's so big that it's not something we can discuss. I think any day I want to talk about it, I'm going to bring out I want to make it the topic of that program only, because it's large. It's large. You made a mention of people in Nigeria that if they go out, if everybody should go out, there will be revolution, because they would have seen things. Then I have my own opinion, different opinion to that. And I will play a video of our leader. I tried to play the video before the program started, where he was talking about how they tried to change narrative that Ojukwu caused the war. Ojukwu caused the war. Now, my point is this. Even if you like take all the people that stay, that all the Nigerian citizens, migrate them to America to stay 10 years, and they bring them back, they will go back to their way of thinking. Why? You know why? Because Ndi Igbo is still part of Nigeria. Everything they are doing in Nigeria is how to suppress Igbo man, how to take what belongs to Igbo man, how to turn Igbo man to something else. Because a Yoruba man will rather suffer and die than to agree to allow Igbo man to attain some level of freedom in Nigeria or into leadership in Nigeria. Same thing to Fulani, same thing to Hausa man. That is why you see Nigerians here. This is what I'm saying is not only applicable to this, it's also some of our people are doing it, because there are some of our people that I met here in South Africa who still reason as if they've never witnessed civilization in the first place. They don't know what we're talking about. They will tell you, no, we should leave it like that. God will take control. We don't want anything. Let us remain like this. It's going to change. The same thing applies to other tribes. But if even the Igbo left Nigeria tomorrow, I tell you, so many nations will break out of Nigeria. That is the only revolution. Any other revolution outside that will not work, because they will play tribal card. When obedience was booming, everywhere obedient, in the north obedient, in the west obedient.
Comrade, I don't know whether you misunderstand me. Why I said that if everybody leave Nigeria, I'm not talking about go forming their own country. What I'm saying is, if everybody in Nigeria go and visit another country and come back, they see the good road, they see the 24-hour electricity, they see the free hospital, they see how airport used to be like in other countries. They go to the secondary schools of those countries, universities, and see how it used to look. You drive on the street, you see their policemen, how polite they are. You see the military, that you see them, you enter in the same taxis with them. If you enter public transport, they don't carry guns, nothing. You see how cool they are, how clean, how they smell nice. You go, you ask questions. You see policeman, you ask them, how much is your salary? You see a military man, you ask him, how much do they pay you? You go to a policeman's house, you see where he's living, large, with cars, with his own house. You go to cities, you go to beaches, you see how everything looks clean. My brother, comrade, people will now know that they've been living in poverty. I'm telling you. What gives me what gives me the courage today to reject Nigeria in all its form today, that I can stand anywhere to tell you I'm not a Nigerian, is I have lived in both worlds, and I have seen the difference. I want to now I can of South Africa. Africa. When South Africa is like this, how do you think America or Germany, Finland, Denmark, or all these new cities like Singapore or Dubai will be, or Saudi Arabia?
Marty,
okay.
I understood you perfectly. I knew. But what I'm trying to say, if we are saying that, what about those Nigerians who have traveled outside, who have lived all their lives outside, who still comes back to Nigeria to join the wagon, the bandwagon? who have come back to Nigeria to start speaking against freedom? What about those who have lived all their life in outside Nigeria? Both those in South Africa and outside the world, the places you mentioned. But they still tell you that Nigeria is okay. That there's nothing bad about Nigeria. That the only problem with Nigeria is just people don't understand themselves. That if people understand each other, it's going to be okay. So, listen, I don't believe that. I believe that Nigeria was put together in the first place to work against Igbo. And they groomed them like that. They groomed them like that. That is why even if God prepared an angel and named him Okechuku, they will never accept him in Nigeria. Never. Look at Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, I want to play a video for you. So this person is not an Igbo person, Igbo man, but he's a Biafran from another nationality. Another ethnic nationality in Biafra. Listen to him, what he said about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
What's your take concerning the position by the legal counsel to Nnamdi Mazi Kanu?
Well, Ejimako is one person that I have maximum respect for as per his doggedness. I did indicate to you that I've been a victim of injustice. And when I see one, even from a safe or far distance, I can recognize it. And I can tell you straight. I'm an Ogoni by ethnic extraction. You know the story of Kensal Wiwa. And I don't want to dabble into those who are behind the hanging of that man. I thank God because I can clearly, there's this thing I call beyond jurisprudence. Beyond the fanciful and cosmetic argument about the law, there is a superior law. There was an article I read by one English professor. He said, every lawyer of experience knows that in any case, there is the plaintiff's truth, there is the defendant's truth, there is the witness truth, there is the judge's truth, and there is another truth which is only known to God. I used to call that the fifth truth. Now, I thank God for the courage that God gave to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to stand firm. Nigerians will recognize, I don't know how long he's going to live when he finally is released, when he has fulfilled his purpose. Because I've come to realize, I'm a lawyer. I'm a notary public of the Supreme Court of Nigeria. I'm also a creative storyteller. I believe very strongly that there is a particular purpose, core purpose, for why each of us is on this side of eternity. It gives me joy. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a driver of my spirit past discovering and standing by. If you know about the story of Mazi Nnamdi, who he was, professionally speaking, he's not a beggar. For him to come down, people will know that guy is going to be somebody that is going to be researched upon. Mark my word, just place it somewhere. It will happen in my lifetime. There are a lot of people, you know, when evil continue, it will continue to a level that almost everybody will now lose faith. And then let's give in and take it. That's why I'm very inspired by the spirit of somebody like Peter Obi. Whenever I see him, I see a sign of a new Nigeria that is coming up. You know, most people don't understand what we mean by extraordinary rendition. Nigeria brought itself to a pariah status globally and on the table of civilization by that singular act of collaborating with Kenya, right? Of collaborating with Kenya to extraordinary rendering Mazi Nnamdi Kanu back to this country. As a lawyer, I can tell you for free. See how the Federal High Court was being manipulatively destroyed by the power that be. And the Attorney General is behind it. He is behind it. And I don't want to make certain comment about him. Because in the light of the second matter we handle, which is the issue of Ekuremadu, that matter reinforced in me that there is a power that is beyond the ordinary law. And I'm determined to invoke it against those who don't mean well for us. Do you understand it? So when you talk about rule of law touching this Mazin and the Kanu, I think she really pointed, drew me back. I think she knew this topic was going to come up. When I kind of digress, I wanted to talk about it. When it comes to rule of law, which I say the foundation is that it does not respect anybody, irrespective of your position. You don't choose what to obey, because doing that is inviting anarchy. Because there's a way law works. Law is like two-edged sword. It may be pleasing you now, but behind the door, this closed door you are seeing, behind it, as we get there, this thing will turn.
Thank you so much. The point in pick from that man is those people, according to those people in other countries, but as in Nigeria, those people have surrendered. You got to go? They have surrendered. Because even Ainwa also, ndị bịara obodo oyibo pray the starting of IPOB before our leader started speaking. They know they see good things here. When they go home, they become confused. They don't know what to do to change the status quo. You understand? So they become stuck in the middle. They will say, okay, let's manage it like that. Nigeria is good. Let's do that. Because most of them are scared. Because our leader is a very courageous man. Because our leader tells us we must say the truth, even if we it. But those people are not even ready to. So that is why somebody issued the magiji America or saying in Nigeria the man on can issue the man. So all those people are far away from the truth and they are shying away from their responsibilities until our leader came. So now that our leader have come, let them join the bandwagon, because somebody has come to do what they don't have courage to do. The only thing they owe us is to come and join us. Somebody has come. He's like a Jesus Christ that he's ready to sacrifice himself for us. So the only thing we owe him is our full support, respect, and loyalty. All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra. Maz, we use this channel to call for the freedom of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. That's what we use this page to do. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu must be released. Reason being that the competent Court of Appeal and the Federal High Court has released him. So, we call for his release. We ask the President of Nigeria, the current one, Tinubu, to free Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. He should not inherit another man's enemy. There was a time Abacha chased him away. He ran. That means he understood what it means fighting for freedom. We call for his release. Extraordinary rendition committed against Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is enough. The torture he undergone in Kenya is enough. The humanization he's going through or he has gone through is enough. The solitary confinement they placed him for the past 2 years and counting is enough. denial to his to adequate medical treatment is enough. He must be released. This man said, and it will interest you to know that this man is from Ogoni. For an Ogoni man to speak in favor of Igbo man is a plus. Because these people hate in the Igbo for no purpose. So for this man to have the courage to speak in this manner, I think the government of Nigeria should listen to him. Because he is speaking from the point of neutrality. He's neutral on whatever he said here. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be released. We call for his release immediately. President Tinubu should not wait until 14th of September to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He should do that now. Enough of the torture. Asking for self-determination is not a crime, which Tinubu himself asked in the past. From his mouth, he said, I don't believe in one Nigeria. Tinubu made that comment. And today he's the president of Nigeria. Nobody killed him for saying that. Nobody threw him to jail for saying that. Nobody used it as a avenue to reach him. No. He said it and it remains in the past. Whatever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, whatever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did, he did it for the freedom of his people. He said it for the freedom of his people. He did not kill anybody. He has not killed anybody. He did not pick arms against the government of Nigeria. He only asked that his people should be given opportunity to express their fundamental right, which is referendum. That is the reason why he is there, battling with his life today. So, this man is on point. I'm so proud when I heard him speak like that way about our leader. Not as silent but that is yapping and talking. I don't have his time today. I don't have much time. I think we should be ending the program in the next few minutes. So, aside of Kubota is yapping, I think I have his videos here, downloaded here, but I don't want to talk about it. I just want us to talk about one video, then we end this program because I don't want the program to exceed 2 hours. For you to know the job of, you can see a man from Ogoni speaking on point. Then I want to play a video of an Igbo man in America, just like I was telling you that if you like, migrate all of them to live in another land that is well built, and after 2 years, bring them back to Nigeria. They will still go back to reason the way they are reasoning, because first and foremost, their brain has been tampered with. The education they received was corrupted. Everything about them is nothing to write home about. So, and you know, and as Igbo man, we have very, very dangerous disease as Igbo man. Envy and jealousy. That is the 2 major disease that is in the DNA of every Igbo man. When you see them, they will say, why not me? What Oyebuchi is doing, I can do it. What is that? Is it not to sit in in front of camera and be yapping, whether I'm making sense or not. I can do it. He will plan how to remove Onyebuchi from the speaking and the replacing. So I want you to listen to this man speaking, so that you hear that jealousy talking.
Do you remember that there was nothing like autopilot when Nnamdi Kanu was there? And again, go to my topic, you see where I talked about Simon Ekpa, a coup plotter. Simon Ekpa, from the beginning, you know, these guys, I laugh at them. Simon Ekpa, from the beginning, when he started talking, you know, he was talking by the side. He was just insignificant. Nobody, you know, he kept on talking as if he was siding and supporting Nnamdi Kanu. And that time, we were speaking against IPOB because we had already seen that these guys are coming to destroy Igbo land. We had already seen that right from time. So we were talking. So Simon Ekpa was talking. People were, you remember in those days, have you people forgotten? He would have like 1,000, 2,000 live viewers who are IPOB. People were hailing him. That Simon Ekpa that you guys were hailing in those days has become your worst nightmare in Igbo land today. Just try to rewind back, reverse, press your reverse button. And remember when you used to watch him and when you used to hail him, Wachineke, thumb up, like, lie down, Wachineke. So much so that he got the blessings of Nnamdi Kanu. That same man that you were hailing is now the worst nightmare of Ndi Igbo. In absentia, in a faraway land. Now, but the point is that at that time when you guys were hailing him, IPOB was one. Under who? Under Nnamdi Kanu. And we told you people, whatever, you know, now we can boldly come out and say we.
You can see what I'm talking about. He was not saying what he's saying because he had the interest of Nnamdi Kanu at heart. He is only mocking Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. That is exactly what he came out to gossip. He was only being led by spirit of envy and jealousy. That time you were hailing him. It was painful to him that Biafrans are hailing Simon Ekpa there. After Nnamdi Kanu is Simon Ekpa, you are hailing. You can see that he made a comment. No, he's not speaking now because he is on the side of IPOB. No. He made it very, very common that that time they were against IPOB because these people came to destroy Igbo land. That was the point he raised. Ask him, have he changed that mentality that IPOB came to destroy Igbo land? The answer is no. He still stands on it. But the only reason why he made this video is to mock Biafra and Nnamdi Kanu. And this man supposedly live in America or other civilized world. But look at what he's saying about someone who came to fix things so that their land will be exactly like the place he's seated, gossiping now. He's calling that man that came to fix things for them so that his people are back home will enjoy the same infrastructure, the same water, the same good road, the same good adequate hospital, the same clean environment, the same good transportation, the same railways, both underground and on top of the ground, that they will enjoy the same treatment from the security men. They will be treated well by their own government, given all the necessary support that they need as human beings. Well, look at what he's saying. So, Mazi, I don't know if you have anything to say in regards to that.
Yeah, comrade, I have a lot to say about this, but in every society, people when they are weakness, even in our leader, most of the time, offer exactly something that is relating to this here in America. Or say that the reason in the Igbo elders, leaders, or Hanese is not supporting him is because Nayaboronwaha, if he was their kid, if he was their child, they would throw support. That is the mentality that Nebuai in our society. That is the mentality in the Oche. If you look at white people, how are John Mado? They are bad, they are not good people. But on that aspect, they don't have that problem. But in our society, gossiping like women. So that is one key thing that is a very big problem in our society today. And I don't know if you can be able to eliminate it, but this thing is there already. So the only thing we'll do is how to manage it carefully. Because I'm a kind of person that has a very open mind. I don't care who is doing it. What I care is because everybody cannot know everything. And it is, if you can't do this, must be something you bring to the table every time. There must be something. You can't be the leader. You can't be. You can relate it to what happened in Cape Town here. You can relate it exactly. Almost the same thing now. So we had that. It is inherent in us. It is a cancer, a disease in us. So, comrade, that concerning that Oyo Gonimana na-ekwu about our leader, the guy, all the car, he just woke up, and I will tell him good morning. And he spoke well. He spoke well, and I hope that what he spoke in that video is not going to be his last. He must continue speaking. Those are the kind of people we need in society. When you see the truth, you must say it, because some people shout injustice only when it happens to them. They shout injustice only when it happens to them. So I encourage him to continue. So Mazel attack or Hamnon.
Yes, coming to we already done. We are going to be ending this program. Maz, it's always a pleasure to have you. I have a lot of issues, but we'll be giving it 2 hours. After 2 hours, we'll leave it for another day, because we can't finish everything at the same time. We cut it. As no obere keji ate eri anu enyi. If a cut very small, before you know it, when I talk it once, it becomes an issue. So I want you to give Biafrans a word of encouragement, because to be frank to you, everyone, even myself, I need encouragement. It's not easy. It's not easy at this point where we are in this struggle. So many people have fallen. So many people have lost it. But I want you to give us a leverage, something that we can take home with. You can go on, Wazi.
Thank you, comrade. That word of encouragement, it is what all of us need in this struggle now. Because those words, those things keep us moving when all hope is lost. Though all hope are not lost yet. But you know, the truth be told, nobody would ever say that the incarceration of our leader is not a big thing. It is a very big thing in this our struggle today. That is why a lot of things is going wrong in all fronts, in terms of socio-economic, financial, morally, everything in our society today. That is why everything is going the way it is. And the only encouragement I have for my fellow Biafrans, my fellow comrades, is we must never give up. Never, ever give up. We must never give up. We must keep pushing. We have done it now for 2 years now. Let's do it for another 3 months, another 4 months, 5 months. Let's forget about hearsay, all the noises blowing around. Let's forget about it. Let's concentrate on one thing and one thing alone, which is the actualization of Biafra and bringing our leader out. Bringing our leader out, then automatically will be the actualization of Biafra, whether they like it or not. As onye gbacha kwụsị nke ọ gbara anaghị n'efu. Some have been in this struggle since 2011, 2012, 2013. If you stop now, all your effort is wasted. All hope is not lost. Let's keep faith. Let us be very strong. Let us be very strong. Let us do all we can and ask for Chukwu Ikabiama for guidance. And everything will be fine. Thank you, comrade, for inviting me to this program. And I want to thank all our listeners. And I hope I will see you guys again in a very, very short time. Thank you so much, comrade.
Thank you, Mazi. You are highly welcome, fellow Biafrans. This is IPOB Western Cape Media, saying it the way it is. Welcome. We are wrapping up this program, and before we wrap up this program, we want to position our leader Onyendu Mazam Dekano before the creator Chukwu Okeabiama. Ka Chukwu Okeabiama pụrụ ihe niile nledo ya anya. Maka na ndị Igbo si na ọkwa nwata chọwa nke ya, ọ dị ka ọgbaka njọ. Maka na ọkụkọ egbe bụ na-aga ọ na-eti, o wee sị na ihe a na-eti abụrụ ọkụ ihe ji erapụ ya kama na ọkụ ụwa wee nụrụ onu ya. Chukwu Okeabiama ọ gị zizara onye ndu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, anyị kwenyere kwesị ike, obi ada akụ anyị kpukpukpu. maka anyị ma na mmụọ niile nọ n'ala Igbo tụkwa ya n'azụ. Anyị ma na ihe niile gị Chukwu Okike Abịama kere iji arụ ọrụ kwụ ya n'azụ. Anyị na-ekwu na ọ ya dịrị ya na mma, na-adịrị Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na mma na Eke na Orie na Afọ na Nkwọ. Aka ji Maazị Nnamdi Kanu jụ na ọ gaghị arapụ ya, aka ha ga-agbaji. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ga-enwere onwe ya. Onye ọbụla na-esi ọnwụ na oge ememi na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na isi Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ga-atọ mgbe sị taa isi Nwaeze ada atọ na mba, isi dike ada atọ na mba, Nwaeze ada efu na mba. Okirikiri ka a na-agba ukwu ose, adịghara ukwu ose elu. Ọnwụ ketecha ochere ibe ya. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ya eji ga-abata maka na ọ dike ka ewu, dike ka ewu, isi dike agha atọ na mba. Nwaeze ka ebu, Nwaeze ada efu na mba. Ọ ga-adịrị gị na mma ụbọchị niile nke ndụ. Ị ga-adị ndụ dị ka nka. O nweghị ihe ọbụla mmadụ ga-eme ka ị ghara ịdị ndụ dị ka nka. Ị ga-afụ Biafra maka na asị onye rụọ ya rie. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ịrụgo ị ga-eri. Ana ọ gwara ihe ọzọ ị na-ayọ Chukwu Okike Abịama na ndụ anyị dị taa abụghị ka o mee ka Biafra bịa n'oge nke anyị. Ana otu anyị si kwue ka ọ ya adị. Ọ ga-adịrị gị na mma nwa Chineke. Ọnwa Chineke ka ewu n'ezie. Maka onye nna ya dịnyere ohi na-eji ụkwụ agbari ụzọ. Anụ niile juru n'ọfịa mana e nwere eke nwe ọfịa. Agụ bata gbara wara ọsọ. Chukwu Okike Abịama azọnyegwu ụkwụ n'ọgbọ. Eke nwe ọhịa batago. Agụ etinyego isi n'ọgbọ. Ihe dị ukwu ga-eme. Ka Chukwu Okike Abịama pụrụ ime ihe niile mere onwe ya afa. Kpọpụta Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ka o were Tinubu wee rụọ ọrụ, ka o were Supreme Court wee rụọ ọrụ, ka o were ndị Britain wee rụọ ọrụ, ka o were ndị ma ya Chukwu Okike Abịama rụọ ọrụ, jirikwa ndị na-amaghị ya wee rụọ ọrụ. Chukwu Okike Abịama anyị mara onwe ihe ịpụghị ime. Anyị Igbo ga na-ekwusịrị Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ọnụ ya. Ọ ga-adịrị ya na mma. Ndị niile kwenyere ihe anyị na-eme kwenyesie ike, ọ ga-adịru na mma. Ndị kwudosiri ike n'ihe anyị na-eme, ọ ga-adịru na mma. Ndị dapụgo n'okwukwe na-amaghị ama, Chukwu Okike Abịama ga-eji aka ya meru na ebere wee kpọchite unu azụ. Mana ka ha rapụrụ ndị gbachapụrụ anya na-etisa ihe anyị na-eme maka ihe a ga-enweta n'aka ndị zuu, maka nkwa ekwere ha, maka ego akwụnyere ha. Ọ gaghị adịrị ha na mma. Ha agaghị adị ndụ rie ya wee ego. Ana m aga ọfọ ọnwụ n'isi ha. Ha ga-anwụ. Ihe ọbụla gbasara ha banyere ha, ihe ọbụla ha ji wee biri, ihe ọbụla na-eche ha ndụ ga-arapụ ha ugbu a. Ọ gaghị adịrị ha na mma. Ebe ọ sọkwara onye ahụ ya nọrọ, ihe ọ sọkwara onye ahụ ya ji chere onwe ya. O nweghị ihe mmadụ nwere n'ụwa karịa Chukwu Okike Abịama. Ma ọ nwekwanụ nchekwa mmadụ ga-enwe n'ụwa a ga-akarị Chukwu Okike Abịama. Chukwu Okike Abịama na-agaghị ewepụnwu nchekwa ahụ ma mee ihe ọ chọrọ ime. A sị m na ndị dị otu a ọnwụ ike ga-abụ nke ha. Ha gawa ha agaghị anarụ. Ha nawa ha agaghị anarụ. Ha ga-efu n'ụzọ. Ha ga-atọ n'ụzọ. Ihe dị n'ụzọ ga-eri isi ha. Ha na-agba n'okporo ụzọ, okporo ụzọ ga-eri isi ha. Ha ṅụọ mmiri, mmiri ga-agbagbu ha. Ha baa n'ọfịa ka ha zuo onwe ha. Osisi n'ọfịa ga-etigbu ha. Ndị dị otu ọ gaghị adị ha na mma. Ndị rere Biafra, ndị rere Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, ndị si na ọbara awụfuru maka Biafra na ozubeghị, iwufu ekwe na-aga. Ọ gaghị adịrị ha na mma. Ọ gaghị adịrị na mma. Gaanụ n'elu, gaanụ n'ala. Ọ gaghị adịrị na mma. Chukwu Okike Abịama nara otuto. Ise ise ise. Fellow Biafrans, I thank you this evening for joining us in this program. If you are not here live and you come across this program, please listen to this program. Get the point why this program was hosted. This program is not for gossip. This platform is not where we gossip. This is where we worship. This is where we preach. This is where we enlighten Biafra. we use this platform to call for the immediate and unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Those who are so concerned about their economy, when we ask for protest, they will complain. When we ask for sit at home, they will complain. They want freedom, but they don't want to pay the price for freedom. Let me tell you something. Whatever we do it for love. One thing is sure, we are fanatical about Biafra. We love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and we are able to give up everything we have for him to live. So many of us are willing, proudly to give up their life so that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will live. So you bringing your economy to us for us to stop asking or intensifying our resolve for the needs of our leader and for eventual referendum of our country, Biafra. You are a joker. You are a joker. If you are wise enough, you should ask your government, your criminal government, your terrorist government, to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom they have kidnapped and extraordinary renditioned him to Nigeria. You should be asking your terrorist government and your lawless government to listen to their courts. They are the one who took Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to court. Not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not take them to court. They took Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to court themselves. In the same court they took Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that same court ruled that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is innocent and must be left alone. They refused. Today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the dungeon without any charges. And you are there sitting in your comfort zone with your wife and your children surrendering you, asking us not to protest for his release. We should allow him to rot there. For what? Why would we allow him to rot there? Use that your energy to ask for his release. Join our brother from Ogoni and ask for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Stop complaining. Stop complaining. Fellow Biafrans, I thank you. Don't mind the way I speak. I speak with heart full of love for you. And I know that you are paying price, but we must not stop now. We must keep doing what we are doing. We must do it because that is the only thing that matters to us now. After the rain comes sun. When we gain our Biafra, we gain our freedom, we will rebuild everything that has been destroyed. But if we said no, we don't want things to be destroyed, but we want freedom, then we are not serious people. Those people that are coming to destroy whatever we have, they are doing it so that you give up. So that you stop talking about Biafra. That is the only reason why they are doing everything they are doing. That is why they are coming to our land, into our land to kill us. That is why they are sending their foot soldiers to come into our land to rape and to murder our sisters and our daughters and our mothers. That is the reason why they are doing what they are doing. So that you will change your mind and start saying, no, the destruction is enough. No destruction is enough. No price is too much. for freedom. We will fight for freedom, and if it's death, we will die for it. Because it is better to be free and live for a while than to live eternity in slavery. So I thank you for your time, fellow Biafra. Share this program to all platforms where you belong, so that people will join you to hear the gospel of truth. Once again and finally, this is IPOB Western Cape Media, the place we say it the way it is, without fear, without favor. I say to you, fellow Biafrans, good night from here, and may God bless.